down this road, and I know where to go. Define my travels as you can.
Define those travels as you can, as the song always says. What's up, everybody? Welcome, Goglings, Gogorifics, Gog types, Gog peoples, Goggers of the internet, unite! What's going on, everybody? Welcome to April 14th, 2020. Man, after what felt to me like the longest March in the history of recorded time, where like March would just not end, it's interesting that we are now in a month where we're already halfway through it, and I feel like April has gone as fast as March seemed to go slow. So I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but man, that was nuts. But it is great to see everyone, though. I hope everyone is doing well and is looking forward to what I hope will be an exciting and awesome experience of some more Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, as we are now in episode 221 of Pen and Pixels, the show that we do here every Tuesday from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern, that focuses on story and narrative in games. And we have been working on The Witcher 3 and spending some time on The Witcher 3, which is, because it's a great game and we finally got back into it. And so we're going to keep working on that today. Just a quick reminder that next week, next Tuesday, during my normal Pen and Pixel stream, we will have the return of D&D with GOG. That is going to be a good time, and I do want to remind everybody that on my channel, starting a week from this Friday, so a week from this Friday, next week's Friday, we have a new show that is starting on my channel, which is going to be the inimitable and amazing Pyron Jade will be DMing a new campaign called Sky or Dawn. No. I literally, the problem is I have like 6 million campaigns and I just completely blanked on what the name of the campaign is. I think it's War of the Burning Sky. Yes, there it is. War of the Burning Sky. Yes. War of the Burning Sky. So she's going to be doing that. She's going to be announcing her cast for that very soon. And it's going to be happening during European friendly hours. So 3 p.m. Eastern on Friday, the 24th is the debut of this show. And I am excited for it. And I hope you are excited for it because it's going to be amazing. And, listen, Pyron DMing, like what else do you need to know? It's going to be great. So we've got D&D with GOG next Tuesday, and then next Friday, as I say, a week from this coming Friday, we will have debuting on my channel, Pyron Jade, with the amazing European-friendly D&D crew. So it's going to be great. I can't wait for it. Exciting, happy times, all that kind of good stuff. However, tonight we have got The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and so in accordance to that, let me turn that on. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. I hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, we've got some Witcher 3 Wild Hunt stuff that is going on. Let me turn on Twitch chat as well. And yeah, I'm excited about it, actually, because I have been having a good time with this game, and I feel like we're finally starting to make progress. Not that we hadn't made progress before, but, I started playing this game actually on my own channel, and I played 75 hours into it. And I got to the end of the 75 hours, and they were like, okay, great, you're about halfway done. And I'm like, I am not going to play 150 consecutive hours of one game, okay? I stream variety stuff, so I do different games, and I do not want to spend 150 hours on one game only. And, most of the time, like I spend, a lot of the games I play are in the 30, 40, sometimes 50-hour range, right? But when you start getting up into the kind of, 150-plus hour range, that's a lot. And I mean, even if I look at games overall, like Slay the Spire is probably the game that I've spent the most time on, and that's probably like 200 and some odd hours, like I think maybe 215 hours or something I've put into that. Skyrim, I think I've put like 210 hours, 205, 210 hours into that. But the number of games that I can say, I probably spent more time than that overall on my Intellivision Dungeons and Dragons games. That's probably true. But that's not fair because I was playing those at a time when I had very few other games, and I was like, what was I, 12, 10, 11, 12? So it was a little bit of a different time in my life, so not quite the same thing. But man, 100 these days, pumping 150 hours into one game in a row is rough. So I'm glad that we're back into this game now, that we're playing this now, that we're having fun with it now, and that we're doing it at a time where I feel like I've made some progress in other areas. So we're going to be playing some Witcher 3, and I am very much looking forward to it. We've been doing a lot of main quest stuff, and so we will probably continue doing that today. And so, yeah, so we're going to make that happen. And hello to Inquisitor and, of course, to Lightkey and folks like that. And I hope everybody is doing well. And let us shift over and move over to Pen and Pixels and let's get some Witcher 3 going on. And by the way, this evening, hello Rhiannon, this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be giving way to Mr. Blackheart, who will be continuing a playthrough of Spelunky, because I'm pretty sure he has played this before, I think. So we will be continuing that playthrough when we get into that, so it should be a good time. All right, so let me move my mouse up here, and then pull out my second keyboard. There we go, second keyboard. And the second mouse. Always got to have the second mouse. So we can fire up the gaming PC. Okay. And let's switch over to... Let's activate that. All right, you'll see a little bit of flickering. And... Oh, is my PC... Wait a second. Yes, it is. Okay. I wasn't... I have an HDMI splitter, and I have now, like... My Elgato capture card is getting a lot of use these days because it now captures my PS4, my Retron, my Nintendo Switch, my Wii U, pretty much everything except for my Intellivision. And obviously, if I'm playing like role-playing stuff that I don't need the extra PC for, I just keep that on my computer. But otherwise, everything else, including this, all gets routed from the gaming computer. So it's quite a bit of stuff.
So do you think this one for you? This one has...
Oh, for lines and stuff like this?
These can kind
Yeah, those are adjustable. Let me see. This is our new world order here, chat. See, my lovely wife is bringing me. Oh. Okay, we'll have to adjust it, but.
No, because that's as big as they get.
This is as big as they get.
Because it's technically for youth.
This is youth. Why am I wearing a youth?
For temporary.
I'm a youth. A sock mask. Ninja art. I like the look of it, but it needs to be a little bit bigger.
As far as I go.
Hurts my ears.
I know, that's what, yeah. Okay.
Because of my big old head.
There's other ones that go like up or like this and this like this, but she didn't buy those.
Who was wearing? Did she get this? Did he already wear it?
No, this one hasn't been worn yet.
Okay.
But she just got a bunch for Kaylin. It's like she got all these cute ones for our kids.
Hey, listen, as long as they survive the apocalypse, right? It does look good. It looks good. It's just a little tight around the ears, just like, you know, so it's, but yes. Okay. Need some breathing room for the beard. Oh, and I also have to, I'm going to have to switch this over because I do not need any more. I have finished Operencia, and the game that I'm working on right now is not that. Yeah, thank you, Jordan.
See, this is the kind you need that's like this.
This is the...
But it's the wrong size for you, obviously.
Oh my gosh.
But that
yeah,
way it's
that's
like,
much more comfortable. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That she got one for him. This is just for kid.
So we need to get some that are...
But I could also maybe try to make this, like use this as a model. But I'd have to get my button gear and do that.
I see. Oh man, a sign of the times, I'll tell you what. An absolute sign of the times. Okay. All right, sorry, well, we're getting this all fired up. Some of these just arrived, so comfort breeds weakness, embrace the tough mess. Dude, no joke, I was wearing, when I had to go shopping for groceries a couple days ago. Not shopping, we had ordered most of it, but I had to actually go and pick it up and bring it back. And so I had a red bandana on, like, you know, the sort of clip around type of thing. Because the thing is, we have a couple of N95 masks left over. And the N95 masks are, but we didn't want to necessarily, we want to save those for when you're going to be in really, like, you know, intense environments, and also, you know, just not waste them, because you're not really supposed to use these over and over again, despite what poor frontline health workers have been forced to do. And so I was just using a bandana for this, and a bandana, like, So it's fine, except that it keeps freaking falling off, which is a pain, frankly. And so I was just like around my head and it was like, oh God, love of Pete, just stop. So anyway, okay. Okay, let's skip this. This is, yes, I don't care. Go away. This is not important. Whatever. Okay. Goodbye. No, I'm not going to restart my computer. Thank you. All right. Hey, what's up, Bud Spikes? Okay. Let us now turn this on. There we go. All right, let's make it happen. So, time for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Anyway, that bandana is just definitely like it. And that's the problem. Like the bandana was okay, but it wouldn't stay on. And then there was another kind that you can make that we used with rubber bands that literally was so painful in my ears. It's just like, so.
I see you gather before me.
Oh my God, Lone Wolf, really? Okay, I'm going to need to reactivate this. Bear with me just 1 second. Sorry, the computer picked that exact moment to do a little bit of Avast updating and stuff. So, my apologies as I got that going. Okay. Yeah, no, it's next week. Okay. This looks right.
The curse that held him up proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to.
Yeah, our last episode of this actually was pretty intense. We had some pretty intense stuff going on with this, so.
And an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
And I think, if I remember correctly, that I was in the middle of gathering people together. Right, I had to return to the hut because I had defeated what's-his-face. Yeah, I defeated what's-his-face, the big demon dude. Yep, that's right, I remember. Okay.
Brought you your friend.
Sure. Let's hear him then.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Gaspard! Stand back! I'm opening the door.
Gaspard! Ha! You seem a bit muddled. Muddled. A bit drowsy, that's all. What of the others?
Found one near a monster's den. He was already dead, sadly. Saw another fall from a cliff. Broke his neck.
Shit. Roderick told me to have an eye on the snot. 'Twas his nephew. Thanks for helping, and sorry I didn't trust you.
That's alright, you'll pay for it with your life!
Gone wrong. What'll we do now?
Got a boat. You can leave with me, but I need to find someone first.
An ashen-haired lass?
Yes.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
What do you mean?
She's cold. Spirits left her.
Uh-oh. Hey, Coven
Must
Guy.
have passed shortly before we found her.
Let's wait by the boat.
Doesn't sound right. The tension. The tension. going on with the... Jig, 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 jig. What's going on with the knife? Wow, his reaction. Yeah, exactly, Coven. Wow, this music, though. Oh, she's kind of his adopted daughter, Coven, I guess, would be the best way to describe it.
Guess not all of Vesemir's teachings have receded into oblivion.
A witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade.
Yeah, I used to repeat that incessantly. Never tired of doing it either.
What creature was it?
Huh? Creature?
One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it.
Souvenir from the Cockatrice of Spala. Another addition to the collection. Nothing special. Yours is healed beautifully, though.
So awesome.
Avallac'h. He prepared some special ointments for me. But that was before the curse gripped him. Wonder where he is now.
We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen, waiting for you.
Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to.
You trust him?
Avallac'h? He's not let me down to date. Not once.
Why exactly is Avallac'h helping you? Sages have never been fond of humans.
It's true.
He doesn't do it for me. It's about my power. As if it could ever be about anything else. Avallac'h tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eredin's hands.
Interesting. This is so cool that after all this, they finally get to talk to each other.
What's Eredin after? What's he want from you?
What everyone wants. Control of my powers. His homeworld faces annihilation. Eredin's decided to invade ours. Brilliant, wouldn't you say? Can't achieve much on his own, so he needs to bring an army. Except his navigators can't possibly move him and thousands of NL between planes. Their abilities won't allow it.
Whereas yours will.
Exactly. And if I die in the process, well, that's a necessary sacrifice.
Okay, so that's why the Wild Hunt is after her.
How'd you ever start traveling with Avallac'h?
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avallac'h appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal, and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, perhaps half a year.
The world where Eredin couldn't find you. What was it like?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
People there had metal in their heads. Waged war from a distance, using things similar to megascopes. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead.
Ciri, stop fooling around.
Told you wouldn't believe me.
Interesting.
We should have stayed there.
So why'd you return?
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good.
Exactly.
I thought I was safe. Besides, I wanted to find you. You and Yennefer.
You were looking for us, we were looking for you. Times I thought you were just a step away. Other times, felt like I was going around in circles.
I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell head first and forward.
So tell me how it happened, step by step.
Eredin located us mere moments after we landed on Ard Skellig. Soon after, he and his riders surrounded us. I thought it was over, the end. Turned out Eredin had other plans. He produced the phylactery, uncorked it. A fog enveloped us, and Avallac'h began gasping for air.
Good expressions
That's
on
how
faces,
Eredin cursed
too.
Avallac'h, triggered his transformation into Uma.
Yes. He didn't wish to kill him. Humiliation, that's what he was after. But Avallac'h refused to succumb without a fight. He cast a spell that wrought havoc in the Hunt's ranks.
And in a full half of a forest on Ard Skellig.
Yet it also gave us time to flee. Avallac'h opened a portal. I leapt in. He was supposed to follow right behind me, but something went awry. Impaired by the curse, he failed to reach the portal in time. We had agreed that if anything went wrong and we were separated, we would meet at his hideout in Velen.
But you failed to meet there.
Yes, we failed to. Once through the portal, instead of at Avallac'h's hideout, I landed right in the middle of Crookback Bog. I barely escaped the crones. And then there was the Baron. You know, he took me hunting. I killed a wild boar with my sword.
Oh, I know.
I heard.
A coincidence, really. I had no desire to hunt that day, but it felt wrong to refuse. I'd taken nothing remotely resembling a hunting weapon. I simply hadn't intended to hunt. I was wandering through the forest, breathing deep the air. And then I heard a strange sound. Unsettling.
Boar attacked you?
Mm-hmm. Big as a bison, and lumbering straight at me. And all I had was my sword. Had to manage.
Did just fine, judging by how the Baron's men remember it.
Simple soldiers, the whole lot. But we got along splendidly. A shame I had to leave. Flee. But I didn't want to bring the Wild Hunt down on them. Apart from which, I knew by then the curse was progressing. So instead of looking for Avallac'h, I decided to find you and Yen.
So how do you even meet a man like Whoreson Jr.?
You and Yennefer were nowhere to be found, and I needed someone who could fix the phylactery. No ordinary craftsman would do. I needed a mage, one with extraordinary powers. Dandelion took it upon himself to help me. It was as if his honor depended on it. He arranged a meeting with a mage, but it proved a trap set by the Temple Guard.
Failed to mention that.
Probably didn't want to worry you. Later, we learned the Guard did that sort of thing regularly, in the hope of nabbing anyone who collaborated with mages. We needed to find another way. That was clear. Then Dandelion said he knew a man who owned a piece of Novigrad, as he put it, could do more than others. He was certain to know someone who could fix the phylactery.
Whoreson Jr.
Mm-hmm. I suspected it might not be the best idea, but I was desperate. I had no choice.
You suspected right. Whoreson was not the ideal partner in crime.
Damned simpleton got it in his head that we'd cheated him and kidnapped Dudu.
Who you promptly freed only to have to flee to Temple Isle. Great idea.
We hadn't planned it. Had no time to consider. We just bolted. I didn't even realize the guardsmen were driving me into a trap. Suddenly there I was, and I knew I had to disappear. At once.
And that's when you landed back in Skellige.
The shore of Hindisfjall. The first pleasant place that came to mind. Hjalmar and I used to swim there.
Wait, so you actually wound up there by accident? I thought you and Avallac'h had arranged something.
No, he simply sensed me use my power. Just as Eredin can sense where I am, where I travel. In fact, Eredin arrived soon after I did. His riders in tow. Once again, things happened quickly. Lofoten, the Hunt's attack, my flight. And then... dreams. Just dreams.
See, I could just like cut out of all this, but I find this so interesting to watch this being laid out, and it's also kind of a helpful summary of a very long game.
What did you dream? I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you.
Yep.
Ugh, that was horrible. I had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat around a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
I like that one a lot better.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dreamed, in the end, I would enter a tower.
Recognize it? Know where it might be?
Not sure. I don't think so, but there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
I was afraid you were dead. Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice and you weren't breathing.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kaer Morhen. On horseback.
Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
And draw Eredin to us immediately. Rather not risk it. Besides, I hate portals. Damn.
Took the boat, obviously.
Listen, we gotta think of a way to...
Oh boy. God damn it.
Get us out of here.
They'll know where we've gone. They'll know how to find me.
They already do. Ciri, take us home.
Wow. Welp. Achievement unlocked. What did I get? What did I get? What? Oh, something more. Find Ciri. Okay. Kaer Morhen, Witcher Keep, banks of the Gwenlek. Ah, the battle for Kaer Morhen.
Welcome back, child.
Ciri! beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet.
To be honest with you, I don't even know Pixel Brain at this point.
You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
What?
Little sis.
Oh, Triss. This is awkward. I'm just like, yeah,
They're all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avalok's resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape. No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
Damn, it's good to see you again.
Let's not stand out here.
Yes, come. We should hold council.
dang. I had a feeling at some point that that was going to be the case, and see, the problem is I have major issues with Yen, and I'm really kind of a Team Triss guy, but over the last few hours of playing this game, I've kind of warmed up to Yen, and so I don't really...
You know the Wild Hunt better than anyone else. Tell us about the magic they use.
Their navigators open portals, rifts that we might counter with Dimeritium or our own magic. They also summon the frost that occupies the voids through which they travel.
There's just not enough of
Right,
us.
that's the problem.
It'll be a
But
hard fight.
one of the problems.
Damn, I was less nervous before that fight with the dragon.
You defeated them once. I know you can do it again.
Those buggers might bust in uninvited.
Keep it up, Zoltan.
I've made a Mahakaman mix. And this power blows it'll be bits and pieces.
You must just ignite it at the right
This is
moment.
cool. You walk past and like... We got the druid, we got Vesemir.
She's one of us, Geralt. No way we'll let
Right? Butt spikes, I know.
Damn piece of junk. Barely younger than Vesemir.
Okay, Lambert's getting ready. I was wondering where he was.
Greetings, Wolf.
It's high enough.
You drop it a bit every time.
Glad to see you.
Set out alone, Vest tracked me down. Insisted on coming.
I ought to give you a hiding for not asking my help. But I took it all out in Roach along the way.
Some old friends.
What's this horse son doing here?
We need him.
You might have forgotten what he did. I haven't.
Gotta save Ciri, whatever the cost. And Lethos faced the hunt before.
Hey, nonstop.
I don't question his abilities. I simply don't trust him.
Letho won't betray us.
You're naive. Always have been. Usually I don't give a shit, but this time it could kill Vess and me both. Think this through before it's too late.
We'll stay and help. But we don't want him at our backs.
Eh. That's fine, you'll do what I say. Excuse me. Pardon me. There are a few of these people that I'm like, who are these people? And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I was like, who are you again? Yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah, exactly. Like, this is a, you know, this is how we handle things, type of deal. Like, it's all hands on deck time. From Witcher 2. Yeah, see, I never played Witcher 3. Oh, look how beautiful that is. I never played Witcher 1 or Witcher 2. I've seen a little bit of them being played. but first real Witcher game I ever played was this one. So I have read The Last Wish, but all right, time for the council.
Get everybody together. Time to talk.
Right, I think I remembered that.
Thank you for coming. The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Want to take her?
Look at this crew.
We'll stop them.
How do you even know the hunt will show?
They always know where I teleport to, and they move from place to place in an instant.
So what's our plan?
There aren't many of us, but I'd trust any of you with my life. Work together and we'll defeat the Hunt. When they attack, Yen will dome the fortress with a magic shield. Hunt will be forced to land outside the walls.
If they're dispersed out in the woods, we could hunt down small groups of
Yeah.
riders.
Got our first volunteer for the hunting party. I'm the second.
Count me in too. Always believed attack is the best defense.
The Hunt will try to penetrate into the fortress through navigator portals. I can do nothing against this kind of magic, so you'll need to find and close as many as you can while hunting in the woods.
All right.
Lambert will make us dimeridium bombs. Remember the formula?
Of course.
Excellent. Erden should work on the portals as well. I shall also give you each an amulet. Snap them in half and you'll become invisible, at least while you remain still or move slowly. Move abruptly, engage any foes, clash with them, and they will see you. Apart from that, they will be able to hear you and smell you. If you come across a large unit, do not attack. Signal Triss and she will provide support.
I'll look for your signal. Soon as I see it, I'll rain fire on the forest.
Remember, there's only a few of us. We have to help each other, work together. If anything goes wrong and the Hunt puts us on the defensive, we pull back, make a stand at the gates of the fortress. The inner courtyard is our last line of defense. If we don't stop them there, we're doomed. Ciri's most important in all of this. The Hunt's after her, and we have to defend her at all costs.
What do I do?
Stay inside the keep. If they break through, come inside. We'll all converge to help.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll do
Out
that.
of the question. I can look after myself.
No one doubts that, child. But remember the most important moment when hunting a monster.
Wait for an opportunity.
After the council, I'll give you an amulet. If you use it, a ball of fire will land where you're standing, just in case.
Okay. To destroy you? Yeah, there you go, Coven.
What else do we have that we can use?
Since you plan to ambush the Hunt in the woods, I could dig some trapping pits, blue stripe style.
Meaning?
Deep as the dark abyss, bottoms bristling with sharpened stakes.
I brought this Mahakaman mix. Flammable as bone-dry saltpeter and ploughing sticks to anything. We fill some barrels, stack them in a narrow passage, and fire them up at an opportune moment.
You know, we stand on a vast deposit of gas. If need be, I could open cracks in the earth, create explosions. I would need to prepare, though.
Damn, son.
There's a laboratory and the workshop.
One thing to remember, we've got limited resources and even less time. We ought to decide what kind of weaponry will be most useful against the Hunt.
Absolutely. We need to assign one type of weaponry each to the lab and workshop.
Jeez. All right.
Who needs access to the lab?
I started brewing some potions. Like to finish, if you don't mind.
I could prepare more of those Witcher's traps, but I'd need all the lab equipment.
Do I have to lay down those Witcher's traps? Or do they get laid down automatically? Like as a setup beforehand? Does anybody know? Please don't tell me what they do. Just tell me if I need to. Okay. They do it? Okay. Traps then.
There aren't many of us, so we'll need to prepare as many traps as possible.
Let's talk about the workshop. Been wanting to fix that breach in the wall, but we'll need the same tools to clear the rubble from the armory.
Rubble?
Haven't you heard? Roof caved in a couple of years back. There's some excellent swords in there. Swords we could use.
Filling in the breach seems just as important. They come through there, the siege will be over awfully quick.
Let's patch up the wall.
Fixing the breach in the wall's a priority.
We won't have time to do much else. Everything settled?
Yes, settled. We don't have much time, so let's get to work.
Let's sum up. Yennefer will create a magic barrier to repel the main assault. That should push the opposing force into the woods, where Lambert, Geralt, and Letha will be waiting. They'll use Dimeridium to close the Navigator's portals, stop as many warriors as possible from entering the fortress. Triss will be waiting for their signal, then give the riders. All others will repel any foes who make it inside the fortress walls.
If anything goes wrong, we abandon the outer courtyard, pull back to the keep. Remember, Eredin can't get his hands on Ciri. That's most important. Let's look at the map of the fortress, figure out the details. Can't help feeling we've overlooked something important.
Don't think about it.
What's ready?
Haven't had much time to prepare, so not much, honestly.
I'm exposing you all to danger, unnecessarily.
You worry too much. Wipe that frown off your face, we'll make it.
Thanks. For everything.
I'll saddle the horses. Come once you're ready to head into the woods.
Taking Letha with us.
You know my opinion.
Okay. Let's make sure I get an empty bottle before I leave here. All right. Well. Oh, wait. Take that. Good. Thanks, I'm cured. Exactly, throw it at him.
Got a minute?
Serious talk coming.
I won't let them take you. You know that.
I know.
You gotta keep clear. Stay out of trouble.
Don't treat me like a child.
Didn't even do that when you were one.
I like it when you smile. Come here. Everything will be all right.
Oh man, that's the classic. Things are not going to be all right.
Geralt? 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 It'll start soon. It'll start soon. It'll start soon.
It'll start soon. Geralt, 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 Geralt. Okay. See you, butt spikes. All right. Okay. Well, swords, explosions, pits, spells, I mean... There's not a chance she's still going to be there at the end of this. No way. Yennefer. The skull. Vesemir. Triss. Looks like go time.
See that? It's starting. Woods, now.
All right, people. For the Witchers! And Letho's like, all right, Vesemir. Can't you pull the drawbridge? I mean, something. Don't be stupid, Ciri. Even though you obviously will be at some point. Dang. Holy cow. That is one impressive shield. We need those things from Phantom Menace. Starting up the shield.
Gonna have to thank Yen once this is all over. That spell. Really something. And the invisibility.
Hounds could sniff you out, so don't get too close. And you'll be visible as soon as you start fighting. Remember that.
He always talk this much?
Only when he's nervous. Good work with these bombs, by the way.
Aim at the portals. Be precise. I'm out of Dimeridium.
Yen mentioned casting the Yrden at the rifts. Said the sign could seal them.
They're here. Time to say hello.
Slow down. Element of surprise is key. Stay hidden. Give Triss a chance to show them what she can do. Then we'll hit him.
Mean to say Marigold can conjure up more than a cloud of butterflies?
Lots more. Wait and see.
Next time you get the feeling I'm about to piss off Marigold, make sure and knock me upside the head.
Come on.
Love these wounds. The air before that. Smells of sweet.
What do you mean I can't save my game? Save my game. Really? Alright.
Show me what you got.
What's up, bros? See ya. Wait, why am I getting... What the hell? Why am I getting all these numbers popping up? What is that? What is that thing popping up on the... Still won't let me save? What is that? Does anyone know what that was? It was like all these hit numbers, like I'm playing some bizarro, What's up, Abuda? Yeah, exactly, Gross. Does anyone know what that was? Wild Hunt Warrior Sword. They are, but like, why am I seeing it? This is not as good as the one I already have.
One less to worry about.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Tony Murray? Yeah, I'm sure I can. I just don't know why it's on in the first place. Time for some blueberries. There we go.
Tough. Go.
It's only here? Okay. It's weird that it shows up at all. I mean, maybe because they're just breaking down who was doing what damage or something, but... Because I guess I usually fight on my own. Did I still not save? Wow. Alright, time for a grilled chicken sandwich, people. Alright.
Not that I don't trust this invisibility shit, but we should keep our distance from those creatures.
What? Why can I not do...
Problem solved.
Geralt, come here!
What?
Look, they're regrouping.
See the commander? Name's Imlerith. I remember him from back when I rode with the Hunt.
Damn it. Spell's waning. We're becoming visible.
We're gonna try to kill him.
Too risky.
Pansy.
Nice. Time to...
With Marigold.
Come on, artillery.
Shit.
God damn it, Ciri. So predictable. So freaking predictable.
You were meant to wait inside.
I cannot hide forever. I must face them.
Back inside now.
No. Geralt gave the signal from the woods and Triss hasn't cast the spell.
Damn it. All right, run to her.
Dang. Oh! Oh, snap! Damn! Yeah! Suck it. That was awesome. Oh, snap.
Watch out!
Press, call down a fireball. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I get it.
Hold on, Trish!
No, I gotta save you first. What? Hello? Yeah, my damage text is still on. It wasn't on before, though. Oh, that was sweet.
Damn it.
This is bad. Bad things always come from portals. Wow. This is pretty slick. How many times do you get to see Witchers fight together? 3 of them.
Geralt!
Well, snap. That's sick. That's sick.
Head back.
Oh, this dude. You can know he's a badass because he has no way to see through anything. Oh god.
Jennifer's spell is waning. Blizzard's almost at the fortress.
Master Roach.
Don't stop! Marigold will shield us.
Whoa, Jesus. Hey! Come back here! Roach, this is a bad time for you to have fears. Come on!
Wonder if they took him out.
Imlerith? Doubt it.
Excuse me, I thought we weren't supposed to wait! Stop! Rod! Got it, son of a... Oh, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. I need food desperately. I don't... Okay, I need to eat. Raspberry juice, blueberries, let's go. Have an egg. I just... I need that too. Give me some more of that. Just like... I know, they don't stack, I know. Still can't save it, alright. Alright, let's go. Oh, jeez. I was right there anyway. Oh, well.
Large detachment approaching from the woods. We need to close the gate before they get inside.
Great. What the freak?
The courtyard. Shut the gate.
Can you... How do I get... Oh. say, I was like, what the freak? I'm getting there! Wait. That is the main gate. Sorry. My fault. I apologize unreservedly.
La da na.
Dang. I'm sure that'll hold. Can we rain death?
Lambert! Don't be a hero! Geralt, go to Lambert now!
Get out of the way.
Lambert, damn it! Stay with us! We gotta pull back! Yennefer's strength is waning!
Alright, we're pulling back. Gonna slam down an egg. This is how you do things, folks. When you're trying to save, you slam down an egg.
Strength is waning!
Slam down an egg. Just like quick.
Heads up!
Okay, thank you.
Through the gate! Into the courtyard! Fall back! Through the gate!
Fall back. We're falling back.
Allow it. Not a second too soon. Get back to the position.
What the hell are you doing? What? What the how did I die? Did the barrel blow up? Is that what happened? The barrel blew up right next to me? This had better checkpoint save. Okay.
Into the courtyard!
I swear to God.
Fall back! Through the gate! Into the courtyard!
Allow it. Not a second too soon. Get back to the position.
Okay, it's gonna blow up! Back up! Back up! There we go. Hello, Vesemir, get out of the way, old man.
Take the passage to the main courtyard!
Whoops, 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 whoops. Up the stairs. Yeah, no, I know. They're Zoltan's thing.
You agreed he'd open that gate.
Hasn't done it yet. Means
He'll be fine. We got Triss to worry about.
To Triss. Where the hell is Triss? God, I hate those things. Dude, when they stun somebody, they really stun someone. Woo!
Everything all right?
Yeah, I have max Igni.
Thanks.
One step short of max Igni.
We had to fall back. They tried to get in through the main gate. I'm afraid they could succeed next time.
What's with Eskel? We have to retreat. He's in trouble. I'm going to help him.
Don't do that.
Remember the stone I gave you.
I have 3 points. Do I still? Oh, snap. Well, crap. Jesus. Eskel verse. Come on, man. He's not going to take them down himself. That was pretty slick. God. Oh. God almighty.
See, I can do it too.
This is an unbelievable cutscene fight. Hello?
Should have stayed in the keep. Set your ass down like you were supposed to.
You'd be dead if I hadn't, lady man. Man.
Thank you.
We have to open the gate for them.
Can I hurry up and heal? God damn it. Get up to the cutscene! Get to the cutscene! Woo! I got to the cutscene just before I ran out of health. Oh my god. And how do I do it? How do I do it? Oh, there we go. Woo!
Eskel's open the gate! We can retreat beyond it!
Fall back. You're not supposed to be out here.
Too late now.
They're coming in through the gaps!
Dimeridium bombs. You'll find more in the crates by the walls.
Geralt, hold them back. I must form a circle of vitality.
We've got to close the portals. If we don't, we die.
Where are the goddamn portals? Where are the portals? Didn't he say Erden? Ow. Hello? It's a big problem. Out of the way. Ow. Ow. Ow again. Alright, I gotta get to the other sign.
The wall, stop them!
Okay. Okay. I swear to God, it is Jordan, right? Yeah, I gotta fix it. I don't understand why why Erden is not doing anything. Oh, because before it was just I had to go there and then do it. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. No. I got it.
On my
Little,
way.
little busy.
Bastard wants to break through.
I'm working on it. Jeez.
On my way.
What? No! Come on! Why? Why am I dead? That was so awesome! What do you mean? Come on, game! That was the best! That was an epic drop into the middle, take them out.
On my way.
What the freak?
Bastard wants to break through. Get inside.
Swear to God, shut up.
On my way.
I heard a rumor that they're swarming the main gate. Is this true? Oh my god. All right, jeez. Yeah, they might be. Whoa. It's like the Heimdall in Thor.
Come.
Where is he?
Oh god.
You shan't escape me this time.
Called it. You. I had a feeling this was going to happen.
She'll not abandon you. You humans are so impractical.
It seems bad.
Ciri, no! I forbid you! You always were an unruly child. I adored that about you. Now fly!
Now you dropped your sword for nothing. How's that feel? What the flip? What is this? What the Jesus? What is this? No, I haven't seen it. Holy sh... Oh. Holy crap. What the hell was that? Oh my goodness. Alright, well that's one of the greatest cutscenes ever made. Holy sh... Oh my god. I guess so.
I was too late to help him.
It's not your fault.
Nice, Chris.
I should not have fled here to Kaer Morhen.
Avallac'h is weak, but alive. Triss is tending to the others.
I nearly killed you. Killed everyone.
I mean, we were going to be destroyed, Ciri. Like, hello?
We'd all be dead if not for you.
No, Geralt. The hunt would never have come to Kaer Morhen if I wasn't here.
Vesemir's funeral. We should prepare.
That was an incredible cutscene. What an incredible, incredible set piece. I mean, it's a great set piece, period, but like just the cutscene, holy cow. Wow. I understand that I'm may sound biased because I'm working under their you know, I'm streaming on GOG, but I mean, this is Witcher 3 is a pretty unbelievable achievement for a studio. It's good work. Coven. It's not my absolute favorite of all time, but this is extremely impressive. I mean, I knew how good it was, but wow. See, what I'm annoyed about, though, is that I'm worried that now Ciri's gonna be like, now I need to run away. And I'm gonna be like, God damn it, that's not the answer. Incredible sound design in that scene, too. Amazing. Hey, Flying Beat.
Don't blame yourself. No Witcher's ever died in his own bed.
You don't know how it is to see someone you love die. Because of you. For you.
You don't know how it is?
We all knew what we were signing up for.
Yes. And you saved me. For how long? A week? A month?
We'll hide you. Cover your tracks.
No. I will flee no more.
Varthael. For those who remain, death should never take precedence over life. Pay your last respects to your friend. Then we must hold council.
Wow. Incredible. Just an incredible, incredible achievement. That entire sequence was just amazing. And one of the things that I want to point out is that one of the things that makes this work is that it's coming from what is originally a very, very well done book by Sapkowski. It is a book that is well constructed and well conceived and is driven by the root of what is good literature. I'm not saying that his work redefines fantasy fiction, but I teach it, I write it, I am immersed in it much of my life, and what he's doing really underpins a really tremendous understanding of fairy tale and how fairy tale can sort of mesh with our own modern circumstances to provide something meaningful. And that's honestly why this works as well as it does. It's drawing from that experience. And then because the game can tell a unique story, which a book and a movie and a TV show cannot tell, they can tell different kinds of stories. That really works here. So really, really impressive. Really impressive. And as I say, I mean, I've enjoyed this all the way along, but that easily has been the best section of the game. Beautifully constructed. And still holds up, even, what are we now, 5 years after the release of this?
What's on your mind?
Yeah, Funstein.
Morin. Can't imagine this place without Vesemir.
His fight was sick, too.
I'll head down the valley soon, then find somewhere else to winter next year.
Come on, it's the only home we've ever had. Stay.
No, Geralt. Place has been dying a while. Last nail in the coffin today. Time we accepted that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please.
For sure.
She was my ward, too. And the old should only ever stick around to help the young. You know, this hardly ends your struggle.
I know.
Whatever you aim to do now, remember you'll find souls willing to aid you in Skellige. Myself, Crach, his children.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
I shall take another look at the wounded. But I'll need to go soon. I'll leave you some medicines.
Medicines.
Go in hell, Thermion.
Till we meet again.
I'll remember your teachings always. And the sacrifice you made.
Exactly, Enrique. Wow. And the idea, of course, the idea of the funeral pyre is, you know, and the barrow that gets burned is ancient, right? All the way back to Beowulf and before. Alright, who else? Letho.
That was tough.
We managed.
Thanks for helping.
You're welcome.
What will you do now?
Probably head east, cross the mountains. After that, we'll see.
Farewell.
Okay.
So, tell me.
I can say I've seen it all now.
I still don't believe everything that happened.
Risked your lives for me. How can I repay you?
We'll think of something. Right?
Definitely.
What will you do?
We're bound for Novigrad. To fight the next fight.
If you miss us, look for us at the camp.
Yeah, and I like the whole assembling everyone together, you know, getting the band back together, so to speak.
How are you feeling?
Please.
Thanks for everything.
Sure.
Get your health back.
Leave me alone.
That's going well.
There you are.
Yeah.
Crying shame about Vesemir.
It reminded me a lot, Moonwalker.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
I had a debt to pay.
Heading straight back to Skellige?
Wouldn't be right to tarry. War with the Black Ones won't wait. You can count on me, you know. Always.
I know. Thanks.
I just like the idea that when the Witcher's had to do everything on his own, that he's finally assembled this group that are all grateful to him for their own reasons. And it just shows you how individual segments put together make up a life, really. Zoltan had one of the
See
best
how I'm
other
feeling.
cutscenes.
Thanks. Not bad.
That's good.
Ah, son. Horrible about Vesemir. I know you were close.
Thanks. We were.
Listen, far be it from me to stick my beard, but it'll no scratch an itch. So don't take this the wrong way. I want to help, whatever you decide, but to my mind, we've got to counterattack. We've got to find the Hunt, Eredin, and charge at them both like a bull at a heifer.
Agree.
Not that simple, unfortunately. We have no way of finding them. They find us easily. Can take us by surprise whenever they want.
Forgive me, Geralt, but that's the blathering of a man who clearly can't snap out of it after a
Thank you,
tragic
Mustache.
loss. Drink it off. Sleep it off, whatever it takes. Just get yourself together and think things through.
Zoltan's right.
I'll do that, Zoltan.
Can't just sit there and wait for the Wild Hunt to grab you. Either you take the fight to them, or this is just going to keep happening. Oh, now I can quick save.
Zirael can harness immense amounts of the power. Why has no one taught her to control this?
Actually, some did teach her.
Clearly to no effect.
I'll gladly argue with you about this.
Haven't had a chance to talk. Thanks for your help. And for looking after Ciri.
And you're welcome that I
You will
released your
thank me
curse.
later. Now we must take Zirael from here, hide her, and then gather a greater force.
How about the fact that I
Anyone,
saved you?
Everyone we could count on came here to Kaer Morhen.
Which is why we must seek the help of enemies. Magic is our best defense against the Hunt. We need sorceresses. Archmistresses of magic.
You mean the Lodge?
Many of the Lodge's members are dead. The rest are in hiding.
Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, and Fringilla Vigo are likely still alive.
And Francesca? And Ida? Think they'd agree?
I think they'll take convincing. Would you rather speak to Kira alone?
That would probably be best.
Don't trust the Lodge one bit. But doesn't seem like we have a choice.
Because we don't. I've made an agreement with the Emperor. In exchange for its help, the Lodge will be granted amnesty and find asylum in Nilfgaard. That will be our bargaining chip. Triss, I wish to leave today to find the sorceresses. Will you help me?
Of course. Even got an idea where you could start.
Damn it! Again you planned without even asking what I think. I've had enough of this. I won't be taken somewhere like a bundle. I will not sit and twiddle my thumbs. I am sick of waiting, sick of hiding.
You're right. Prove today you can take care of yourself.
Easier to pat someone on the back and hope things will work out than it is to face the truth.
Shut up, formerly cursed elf.
Jirel possesses a great power she cannot control. She is a danger to herself, to others. Until she learns to control it, she should remain isolated.
First of all, bollocks. Second, if you're going to speak of courage, at least address me directly, and not through Geralt. I'm gone.
Better go after her.
Wait, she needs time. We must let her resolve her grief on her own. Then we should start training as soon as possible. She must learn to control her abilities.
This training really necessary?
You saw what happened. She could be a greater threat than the Hunt.
I mean, I was kind of frozen, so...
Fine. We'll stay here a while longer, then join you and Triss in Novigrad.
She's not going to be here.
Dandelion's Inn.
Come on, Yen. The sooner we leave, the better.
See ya.
I mean, she's just gonna leave. Now we have points. I feel like I just went from level 24 to level 29 in about 2 things. I'm stuck with what?
It's not working, don't you see?
Discouraged after a mere 8 attempts? Cyril,
How many times must I try?
as many as it takes.
But I'm not getting anywhere.
Oh, yeah. True, true. Fair enough, Rhiannon.
We shall return to this later.
Didn't make it far first time out on the gauntlet either.
Geralt, please, not now. By comparison, the gauntlet was a walk in the park. But that's not the point.
What is?
Avallac'h says nothing will come of this until I stop thinking about the battle. But at the moment, I find it impossible to fill my head with kittens and vanilla pudding. Tell me, how do you do it?
What?
Always manage to pull yourself together. Focus. No matter what's happening.
Well, the guy playing me is really good at this stuff, and...
There's a certain ancient method.
What's up, Izzy?
Vesemir taught it to me, and Barman taught it to him.
Will you take me into the mountains and make me drink hemlock?
The Skellige druids have used it for centuries. It always works.
Hey! You'll regret that.
Snowball fight? Ash fight?
Hey, that's cheating.
Wimp.
Defeat Ciri in a snowball fight.
Come and get me. Hey! That's cheating! Oh, I will thrash you.
Ah! How do I get more of these? I need more snow. Dude. Take that. This is far more difficult than the Wild Hunt. I need more loot. Make more snowballs.
Well, come on.
I need to find more snowballs. More snow. I am returning to the battlefield. I need more snow. Come on. Need to find more loot. Need 2 more. Except I can't find any snowballs. Oh, wait, I have snowballs. Oh. Haha! Success! This is not grimdark.
You were right. That really works. Thanks.
Glad to be of service.
I love their relationship, him and Ciri. I love it.
I'll go see where our dearest sage is.
Yeah, Geralt. That was pretty sweet. That was a super grimdark snowball fight, Axeman. It was the darkest of snowball fights.
Geralt. Geralt. Wake up.
What? What's happening?
Get up. We must go. I've saddled the horses.
Ciri, it's the crack of dawn.
Rhiannon.
Go?
They already knew where he was.
Bald Mountain. But a few days till the Witch's Sabbath. And guess who's the guest of honor?
Dunno. Enlighten me.
Imlerith. We'll have no better chance to get him.
Where'd you get this idea? What's gotten into you?
I must avenge Vesemir. The Sabbath. It's the perfect opportunity. Imlerith will be drunk among his cohorts.
How do you find out about
Caught
this?
up in the revelry. He'll not expect the blow.
How'd you learn all this? Imlerith? The Sabbath?
Avalok. He told me of those who chase us. Claims knowledge itself can tip the scales. Come. We shall talk on the way.
Lead on.
Gotta visit the Emperor first. I'm not going back to that idiot.
Ready?
The Emperor didn't help me at all, so...
Let's go.
That guy can go jump in a lake.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan a revenge.
It's a trap!
She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
And that's why we called it Night on Bald Mountain. Yeah, I barely remember that because it was so long ago, Rhiannon, but yeah. You know, I played this shortly after playing Dragon Age Inquisition. I started this, and it's just nothing against Dragon Age Inquisition, which is okay, but it's embarrassing how much more polished and mature this game is in comparison. It's just embarrassing. Like, it wasn't until I played this that I'm like, oh, okay, this is what a modern RPG like that is supposed to be. And it's nothing against Dragon Age, but come on.
The men at Crow's Perch. They spoke of this place.
Just comparatively, though, because everyone is making a big deal about it,
Home of the
Steinberg, you
ladies
know?
of the wood.
Von Steinberg.
The peasants feared coming here. And the Baron thought the Ladies of the Wood a terrifying tale for naughty children. Incidentally, I wonder how the Baron is.
Hanged himself after his wife died. Daughter's in Novigrad.
A true shame.
We stand to find Imlerith here? You sure?
Avalok told me of beings who commune with the NL Elves. They can be found in every part of our world. In Velen, the Crones do this. Apparently, Imlerith came here at Eredin's behest, to order the Crones to keep their eyes open and ears pricked, in case Avalok were to seek shelter in his Velen hideout.
Mm-hmm.
Took the order literally, judging by all the ears hanging in the woods. Think Imlerith might still be here?
He craves the pleasures of the flesh, wine, sex. The crones indulge him, flatter his ego. I'm certain he'd not let this opportunity pass, and will be on Bull Mountain for the Sabbath.
Wouldn't you have asked this before, Geralt?
You actually know this area?
Centuries ago, it was a hallowed
Yes,
site for
Lathy,
druids.
but
then the
I'll talk
crones
about that in a
arrived,
minute.
destroyed the Velen Circle, and deformed the sacred oak atop the mountain. An important feast is observed here annually. The Sabbath, they call it. All the local folk attend.
Man.
I suspect Imlerith attends too, as the crone's guest.
Seem to know it well.
Havelok's a good tutor.
I wonder if Avallac'h expected that would happen.
Let's get this done.
We must reach the peak. We'll find Imlerith there.
So,
Peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts. I've no idea why.
all right, we're going to save this for the first time in forever. Actually, no, second time. See, so part of that is that I agree somewhat on this BioWare being beholden to EA thing, but my impression has been that BioWare generally... EA jumps in when they're not supposed to after BioWare has... Like, basically, they mess things up later on, I guess is the way that I would put it. And I will say, and I've got to be clear about this, having played... let me see what I want to do for this one. Let's make it down here. I think it's important to acknowledge that Jedi Fallen Order is a tremendous game, and EA is the publisher of that too. So if we're gonna, dunk on EA for all of the bad things that they do, and I will admit that they have many, not admit, I mean, I'm happy to say that there are many problems with them, but you gotta be fair. They did an incredible job with Jedi Fallen Order. So I just want to be clear about that. I mean, like, again, I have no particular love for how they handle things, but we just need to be fair about it. They are amazing. That game is amazing. It's just straight up amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Axeman. Yeah, but what I mean is, but see, of all games, Jedi Fallen Order would have been the exact game that they could have made all kinds of problems with, right? I mean, you would think that they would be like, oh, we get free, we can mess with this however we want, we can this, we can that. You would think that that game would be the ideal thing to get screwed up by EA. And in fairness to them, they didn't. So, I'm just being fair. Like, they did a great job with that game. Hey, what's up, Gray? That's it. No microtransactions. So I'm just saying. I didn't say that, but that's not my point, Dragon. My point is, as was just said, most of the time, EA screws things up. This was not an example of them screwing something up. It doesn't matter how much other stuff has been done, they have a tendency to just foul up everything else. So the fact that they didn't do that here is impressive, coming from a group that doesn't usually have that happen, And that I agree with, Von Steinberg. I agree with you entirely. I hope they learned from this and that they will have not done the same thing. I hope so. And I agree with you, Peggy, but I'm just saying, like, I can't sit there and go, oh, it's EA, so obviously they're garbage, when that particular game was the opposite of garbage. That game was my game of the year last year. Incredible game. So I got to be fair. So now, who knows if that's going to be a one-off or if they'll learn, but yeah. But hey, I give them, and Apex Legends too, exactly. Okay, so. Wait, what? What just happened? There we go. Okay, now I am fully maxed out on this. I'm fully maxed out on Igni. 5 out of 5 melt armor. Should play the Surge, okay. Plants vs. Zombies, thanks to PopCap. Yeah. Well, that's it. I don't know. That's the question, Gross. Will they make a decision that will allow them to, act differently next time? I don't know. That's the thing about CDPR. I mean, I feel like CDPR, we'll see what happens with Cyberpunk, but if they learned from the experience of producing this how great they can do, and again, I know that I'm streaming on GOG, but this game is tremendous. I mean, The Witcher is tremendous. Tremendous. So that, and I feel like they've been willing to stick with that, you know, and understand how tremendous it is. All right, I think the next step here is probably going to be to increase my shield. Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. You're totally right. Why did I not see that? Okay, these are all my signs. You're totally right, Rhiannon. Okay, I still do not care about alchemy. Well, but I've heard good things about the DLCs, von Steinberg. I haven't played them yet, but I've heard good things about Blood and Wine and, what's the other one? Hearts of Stone? I've heard good things about those, and I haven't played them yet. Oh, the main game. Okay. Yeah, I know, Kilgore. It's like a leading indicator, right? Okay, so where do I put... Help me out, folks, because I haven't actually had to add anything to it. So where do I, like... I did this. I did this. The signs are all built up, right? So, sign intensity. Greater blue mutagen, sign intensity. So this is where I'm adding stuff, right? So it doesn't do me any good to just keep upping that. I got to add some more abilities, right? Okay, I don't care about... I can drag more signs. Oh, can I? I can drag more signs to this? Okay, well that's 5 out of 5. That's... I wanted maxed out Igni, which I got. Now, see, I'm good with it. I think I'm good with this stuff. Yeah, some of those I used before. The ones that are not filled in. So see, I'm not going to use any of these for now. So what I need to do is put these things down here somewhere. Like maximum vitality, yes. Yes. The slot's on the right. No, I know that, yeah. But like I have 2 extra ones here. Oh, you know what? That's something I haven't been using is Ard Sweep. So, just as a question, so this up here, any of the signs that I put down here are not going to get this benefit, right? The sign intensity is just affecting these things, here and here, yes? Okay. Hold on one second, everyone. Oh, okay. Is my daughter playing outside in front of the house? Okay. All right. So then, okay, that's something to keep in mind. I never use Ard Sweep, honestly. So I'm gonna move that. I would use the shield more. I think everything that I've got here is pretty much right. I like all of what I have here. So I don't use Fire Stream as much. I can make another blue... What? Oh, I can add... Okay, so you're saying I can add a mutagen down here. Is that what you're saying? I can add a mutagen here? And that will then affect this. That's what you're saying? So I put that here. That here. I move this here. Okay. You're talking about greater one, right? Right? Rhiannon, you're talking about this one, right? Not this one. This one? That 10% sign intensity? Yeah? Okay. Booyah. I got an achievement. What'd I get? 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 Fill all mutagen slots. Okay. So now that we got that... Okay. So now that we've got that, it is time to go to town on this. Okay, I like Quen, so we're going to increase this more. Okay. Hey, Marworks, what's going on, man? Hey, Coven. I'm doing well. How have you been, Marworks? I'm doing, you know, under the circumstances as well as I can. Okay, I need to increase the sign intensity. Quen discharge reflects 5% of absorbed damage. I like that. Okay. So... Oh, because I'm pressing R. I'm like, why is this not working? There we go. Yes, lovely. Lovely. Okay, we're going to increase sign intensity, I think. That's good, Peggy. Now, see, the thing is for me that I am more of a fantasy guy than I am a science, like cyberpunk type guy. But... I realized I'd have to fix my camera, so bear with me. But I do like... Nice. But I do like it. Okay. So, unlocked at level 30. Oh, alright. I almost got that slot open. Okay, good, lovely. Now, next thing is I gotta fix my camera. Gain, it's probably too much on the gain. So okay. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. Needed to adjust my camera. Okay, blah, 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 blah. That was great. Okay, good. So I literally went up like 4 levels in that just now. I think that was pretty crazy. Okay. Now let's take a look and see actually what we're dealing with. So we've got Bald Mountain. Vesemir's death tore a gaping hole in Ciri's heart and left only a burning drive for revenge to fill it. This drive burned all the higher when she learned from Avallac'h that Imlerith, the general of the Hunt who murdered Vesemir, would be attending the Crone's Sabbath on Bald Mountain. I still don't know if I trust Avallac'h completely. Ciri smelled blood and decided at once to travel to No Man's Land and kill Imlerith. Geralt, that calculating, practical-minded witcher, as usual, caved immediately to his adopted daughter's wishes and agreed to accompany her on this expedition. The pair thus slipped out of Kaer Morhen in the cool light of morning and galloped off to find vengeance. Okay, so all of this, that's Hearts of Stone, that's Blood and Wine, right? So that's going to be later on. So, I also have these quests. What is this high stakes here? Oh god, for Gwent. No thank you. I don't care about collecting stuff. I don't care about completing a collection of Gwent cards. Master Armorer, whatever. Okay, so Advanced Alchemy, don't really care. Okay, so that leads Witcher contracts, which I haven't really been doing many of because I don't care that much. And treasure hunts, please. So... Oh. For some reason I never found her. I don't know why. There must have been some Kara thing that happened. Yeah, whatever. There must have been some things I didn't do anything. And I would also say, it sounds like a lot of folks in here know what they're doing, so they should be fine. Oh, really? JD's, yeah. Yeah. The other thing, of course, to keep in mind is that, I was just going to say that it sounds like a lot of people know what they're going on with this, but also Dragonspear is the person who helped put together my gaming PC, and I would recommend him highly in terms of his knowledge. Yeah, this is just alchemy. The problem with that is that This I don't really care about. Yeah, none of this. I don't really care about the alchemy stuff, honestly. I'm about the signs, and then about these other things. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't remember because that was so long ago, so I don't remember what happened to that or why. So, yeah, I think we're in the right spot. This is the right. We're doing the right thing. Yeah, but SSDs at this point just seems the most, like, easily the best bang for your, not necessarily bang for your buck, but just the speed is so much better. It's so much easier to have to reboot something in this situation. All right, Ciri, let's go.
Avallac'h claims vanity is Imlerith's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretive and pragmatic. Hardly surprising, given he was Avallac'h's student.
Used a lot of consumables during that fight, so...
But he's an outside.
What the hell?
Approach.
Yeah, you're a real danger, man.
Wouldn't do to cast him out.
Didn't come to celebrate. We need to get to the top of the mountain.
The gate is shut. You'll not pass. But we've fires down that away, with food and drink aplenty. Sit down beside one, and perhaps this year the ladies will descend.
Yeah,
give us the
it's interesting.
privilege of seeing them.
We thank you for the invitation. Be glad to sit down,
right?
Speak for yourself.
Come with me.
Take it easy, Ciri. The flowers don't immediately say to you, guard! Like, what is that guy? They're like, here, let's have him walk through. Like, really? If you're going to San Francisco...
Ladies of the Wood visit you?
If they favor us. My father told me they descended once. Passed from fire to fire, listening to hopes and grievances. So each year...
You met Scott McKenzie? No kidding.
Haven't done it in a long time, then.
No point waiting to see if we'll get lucky.
Yeah, we gotta try to reach the peak. Mentioned a gate. Said we wouldn't pass.
Only the chosen visit the ladies. Every year, young lads and lasses climb the mount, but never more than 3.
Let me guess. The young lads and lasses don't return.
No, they return happy and radiant. But rare is the one who then stays in Velen. Off they go to seek fortune in the wider world.
Alright, what's the feast celebrate?
This celebration, what's it about?
What do you need to know, Wanderer?
No need for anger. The White Ones serve
Dude,
the ladies as we do now.
Take off your garland, put down your crossbow. I'm better than you. Sit
We
down,
send them gifts
Mr. Tattoo.
all year long. And on this night, they repay us with their blessing.
I met one of your gifts to the crones. Sniveling. Scared to death and about 8 years old.
Stay calm. Said the ladies bestow blessings on you.
Aye, for our lives turn thus. First a summer of labouring neath the hot sun, then autumn rains, then a winter of death. Then we await spring, when all that is dead is born anew. And from our blood and sweat the oak bears acorns, at times few, at times a handful.
What do you do with the acorns?
The Velen elders gather, hold council. Some favor grinding them to spread on the fields for a rich harvest. Others want them given to a cunning woman who'd make medicine for consumption.
Others take a look at garlands of
A
flowers.
handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen.
'Tis never enough.
Your children. Why do the ladies need them?
We know not and never ask.
You don't know? Then let me tell you.
Tell us instead what a peasant, his own young and starving, is to do with a wandering war orphan. You're not from here. Don't judge us by others' laws.
Heard enough about this. We've got other questions. We should be going.
Eager to see the ladies. I share your yearning.
We're afire with yearning. Come, Geralt. We must get there before daybreak.
Go to the tent and stand before Thekla. She's the one who decides who's worthy to face the ladies. That's it.
Okay, let's save it. See, this is where I started playing this game May of 2015, and you can see that I played it a lot all the way through. And then when I hit the whole 75 hours, oh, you're halfway through, I was like, that's enough in July, because I'd played straight through. Then I didn't play again until February of this year. And I was like, all right. And then took a couple months off because I was playing something else. And now I'm back on it, you know, April. So, but yeah. Okay. Let's go with that, I think. Really? Malwarebytes? It is a really long game. Yes. That's one of the reasons that I had to take a break from it and come back to it, is it's so freaking long. But one thing that helps is just sort of not doing any more what I was doing, which is just, I was trying to do, I'm not usually a completionist, but I always was worried that I was missing some stuff. And now, like, I've gotten to the point where I don't need to do 6 million collect quests. I don't need to do a bunch of, like, are these Witcher contracts? I mean, fine, whatever. Like, I just don't need to do these contracts, honestly. And the treasure hunts I'm not interested in. So basically, and I did do a lot of the secondary quests. I did that before. So I've done a lot of secondary quests. You could see, like, these are all completed quests. I've done a lot of quests. So I don't feel like I'm missing out on stuff at this point. But I'm trying to focus on main quest now. Yeah, I hear you, Enrique, but unfortunately, I wish, but I don't have the luxury, or not luxury, I just don't have the time, unfortunately, to devote that much time to it. All right, traitor.
Greetings.
Traitor.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Okay. Yeah, see, I got undercut with some of this food, or you know, I used a lot of the food, so okay. Let's see, dried fish. I have a lot of gold. No. Yeah, I guess that's true. It was just one of those things where I was like, oh man, should I be doing more of this? Then I'm like, I just don't have time to do, not and get to the rest of the game. And I'm not one of those people, I usually play the game, pick up a lot of side quests here and there, but I'm not one of these people that needs to, I'm not a completionist, but I'm also not someone who wants to blow through a game in 15 hours. But, yeah.
Farewell.
Okay.
Yeah?
Let me see what you're offering.
That's what I was looking for. Most of this stuff I just pick up when I can. I don't really... Okay. Alright, that's fine. What do you mean, for parenting? Oh, I mean... I don't know, Miranda. I mean, like, 15 hours... It's not all at once. Blow-through means in a few sessions. 15 hours would be like 4 sessions for me, probably, of streaming it or whatever. Not at one time. Alright, good. Thank you, Rhiannon. I'm glad.
The ladies. Merciful ladies. My grandson, give him out.
Merciful ladies. Nice.
Look, a child.
1,500.
No, a godling. I know him. Name's Johnny.
Oh, the godling.
Well, old V, you're back. And I see you found your lass. I'm Johnny.
Oh.
We've had the pleasure already. A bit one-sided though it was. See, I saw you running. Your back to me. As I was having the pleasure of... Oh, 'tis a long story.
They call me Ciri. Nice to meet you.
How are things, Johnny?
Health's good, so no complaints. What brings you here?
What are you doing here? Last we met, you and the Crones weren't exactly friends.
I got
Hey,
an
what's up,
invitation
Pilnus?
I couldn't
It goes
refuse,
pretty well.
Same as every year.
That is a godling,
In a
Coven guy.
peculiar way, the Crones tolerate my presence and wish to see me at their Sabbath. So I come, wander about, and go home with the rising sun. What about you?
We gotta climb the mountain. Can you help?
I'd rather
Oh,
try
yeah.
to dissuade you
Kind of a... I don't know how to
than
describe
certain
what
that
sort of
would
a
be in
creature it
vain.
is. It's a friendly creature.
The lass.
I helped him in a previous adventure a long time ago.
Even more so.
Figured as much. Path to the peak starts there, past the gate. But only old Thekla's got the key, so since you shan't ever get it, you best turn back now.
Oh, she'll give it to me. Blah.
We're here to find an elf named Imlerith. Ciri thinks he might be a guest of the Crones.
Big bloke, in full plate? Going the right way, he's atop the mountain.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
You've
playing
seen
it in the future,
Saw him
Hilmus,
in
for
the
sure.
bog first. Water froze beneath his horse's hooves. Then I saw him again yesterday, heading up this path. Why are you looking for him?
Nice.
He killed my friend.
Wouldn't seek revenge if I were you. Even the ladies bow and scrape before that one.
The key. Why do you doubt we can get it?
Good grief, you're worse than children. 3 souls are allowed atop the mountain, and only strapping young lads or comely lasses among them.
We're covered.
They get the key, open the gate, and meet the ladies.
I believe I qualify.
But he's old and ugly.
Hey!
What good is he?
Really?
Pretty damn good at finding lost voices.
Then go find the voice of reason. It'll tell you to turn back. There's no fooling with the ladies.
I like how... The other thing I want to point out, this is subtle, but these dialogue shifts. You'll notice that these are set up such that the conclusion of the previous sentence, each one of these answers fits grammatically with it. So each time, there's no fooling with the ladies, we gotta try. If I had just gone with we gotta try, I could have done that directly off of the previous answers without being like, wait, what? So it makes the whole conversation feel more natural. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, listen, obviously there was a time when no one was better at putting together dialogue and stuff like that, things of that nature than BioWare was, but I've never loved the Dragon Age series, though, I have to be honest, even Dragon Age Origins.
Gotta get to the summit. Simple as that.
It's Thekla you'll need to convince. She's blind as your bum, but she won't be fooled.
We shan't try to trick her.
She sits in that tent
Yeah, I'll just
over
ignore her.
yonder. I wish you luck, and do hope we meet again, someday. Moons are rising, owls hooting, fires just...
A gleam. Alright, I want to actually look at... I think we have anything with the bestiary, but... Yeah. Caranthir, this Ainel elf, was one of Eridan's advisors, and also, on account of his extraordinary abilities, an important officer of the Wild Hunt. Calling on arcane magic, Caranthir would guide the riders of the hunt along mystic pathways through time and space in order to reach other worlds. He was also a master of more immediate forms of transport, such as the teleportation he made ample use of during the attack on Kaer Morhen. Yeah. No, I know. Fringilla Vigo. Emperor Emhyr had once presented the mages of Nilfgaard with a simple choice, either serve their country unquestioningly or die in prison. Fringilla Vigo, a mistress of magic holding office in the vassal duchy of Toussaint, refused both options and instead joined the infamous Lodge of Sorceresses, whose aim was to stand up to the dictates of kings and emperors. These bold ambitions were never fulfilled, however, and Fringilla Vigo lived in fear that her ties to this subversive organization would be discovered, and she would meet a quick end at the hands of the emperor's executioners. One must mention here that Geralt first met Fringilla at the Ducal Palace in Beauclair many years ago, when we were there enjoying the hospitality of my one-time love, Duchess Anna Henrietta. The Witcher, always a sucker for sorceresses, conjoined with Madame Vigo during this time in a quite lively relationship that surely was no cause of joy for Triss or Yennefer. Okay. Jeez, some of these. Margarita Lau Antil. The full list. What's up, Thorg? Yeah, I don't know, Peggy. It never grabbed me for some reason. The full list of Margarita Lau Antil's outstanding mental, spiritual, and physical attributes would consume a mountain of parchment. Rita, as her friends called her, once held the position of rector at the Artuza Academy for Sorceresses on the Isle of Thaned, the same school attended by her famous ancestor, Ilona Lau Antil. Quite unusually for one of her profession, Margarita showed no interest in politics. It was only care for the good of her school that led her to join the Lodge of Sorceresses. Finally, her beauty deserves mention as well. It was said that not even the marble likenesses of goddesses and nymphs chiseled out by the greatest sculptors could rival this sorceress's figure. I think that's everybody, right? Yes, good. Want to make sure I got caught up. Yes, I am. Good to see you, Thor. You missed the attack on Kaer Morhen, which was pretty awesome. Whoops, nope. Nope, nope. Excuse me, pardon me. Pardon me, excuse me. Hey, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I was awesome.
Who's that?
Nah, I was totally in control,
Come on,
Coven.
come closer, girl. Aye. What's she like?
Narrow hips, sparkly eyes, a striking feisty lass.
Never had a man. Never mind. Got me answer. I choose you, girl. This night you shall see the ladies.
Ciri.
Wonderful. Who wouldn't want to meet the ladies? My companion comes with me.
What else has the cat dragged in?
Geralt,
It's grey and
man about
veiny,
town.
got a scar and eyes like a viper.
No, I'm a Mac Daddy.
Aye. Stinks of clotted blood and corpses. Plus it's old and infertile.
No, I'm Geralt.
I reject ye, freak. The girl will ascend alone.
Then let me just give you Ignite!
You misjudged me. I'm worthy as anyone.
Girl?
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters. And he'll kill any who stand in his way.
Including you.
Perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps there's life in him yet.
You said it.
By ancient right you may appeal my choice. But to do so you must best the challenge.
What challenge?
What challenge?
What kind of challenge?
Tell him.
You must descend into the cave and bathe in the waters below the earth.
What's the catch?
The water's deep.
Oh yeah, Coven.
The water's murky.
All right.
I accept the challenge.
Come.
Oh, nice. It does work. Dang.
Look this over. A coin from days of yore. Falker burns on its reverse, so they call it the Defier's Oran.
Oh. I guess, you know, different strokes for different folks, as they say at Wolfsight. Alright, well.
Something's afoot. Something's nigh.
Okay. Let's just make sure. Oh, God. Do I still not have a crossbow? I do have a crossbow. Okay, for some reason, I don't have... My crossbow is not working, and I don't know why. I do have it equipped. Don't I have it equipped? Right there? Isn't that equipped? Maybe I don't have it equipped. Oh, for the... Okay, this. I don't understand. I did equip it. I just unequipped it now. I had it equipped. Now I re-equipped it. Need to map it with the action wheel. Isn't it already on the action wheel? Key bindings, right? Tab is default. Oh, okay. So I must have put it on Igni. Okay, okay. Yeah, alright, I got it. I got it. Yeah. I was using it underwater before, but I forgot that I had to reactivate it. Okay. My bad. Thank you. By the way, folks, I'm going to be on for about another 20 minutes or so. And then I'll be giving way to Mr. Blackheart, who will be playing some, Spelunky for all of you. Oh. There we go. Of course, why you're able to use a crossbow underwater already is interesting to me, but... Alright, let's go, forget it. Let's move. Move. Yeah, I am hunkered down at home. Pretty much, which, you know, it is what it is.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. I mean, it's definitely not my favorite thing in the world, obviously. I mean, everybody, obviously it's important to be healthy, and knock on wood. Thank God my family is, but, you know, as all of you know, because everyone's dealing with the same problem pretty much, this all just sucks. Because I have plenty of screen time as it is, and I liked the screen time that I had, not adding more of it, so that I have to teach all my classes online and do all this other stuff online, and all my conferences and conventions are canceled, and, you know, all that. It's, so that part sucks, and I think everybody knows it, one way or the other. Alright, I got your coin, lady. Yeah, you'll be safe.
I was beginning to worry. Come, let's get the key.
Something's afoot. Something's back. What do you want?
Can't help but be curious. What's at the summit?
Tell him.
The ladies dwell there.
I'm glad that you managed to send them out, at least, Thorg.
I know
It's true,
that
Rhiannon.
I want.
You'll learn nothing else here.
Got that coin you tossed in the lake.
It reeks of sludge.
Nothing I can do about that.
Exactly, Peggy.
So, can I keep your word?
I always do, my boy. Show the coin to the gatekeeper past the threshold. He'll know its meaning. Marika will open the gate for you. Now go.
Thank you, creepy woman.
Weren't the one to do the diving in that cave.
Stop. You're a witcher. You've dived in murkier waters.
Yeah, I have to tell you about the time I hunted a Zeugle.
Okay.
The last of the chosen will now ascend the
Seen him
mount to
about
the...
already?
It's true. I am not using any mods. This is just vanilla, Stouty Dwarf. I know people that have played this with mods. I don't think that, you know, Skyrim, and I played almost completely vanilla Skyrim, but I used a couple of mods. This, I was able to play just straight vanilla. I think this was a game that was more complete out of the box than Skyrim was, for example. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the lookup and design, so...
Eh? Eh? Eh?
There you go.
Eh? 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 Eh?
Wrap.
Eh? Eh?
Wait. Why don't you use a wrap?
Eh? 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 Eh?
Aw, yeah.
Eh? Eh?
Funky beat. Alright, thanks. Who the
What's your name, girl?
What's yours?
Your name don't matter. Atop the peak, you'll lose it and get another. You may go. And you?
I passed the trial. Here's proof. Recognize it?
The Defier's Orin. A death sentence.
Really? Oh, did that hurt? Smart guy.
One tough son of a bitch.
We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the crones. Avalok said they dwell below the oak, among its roots.
No chance. I'm going after Imlerith.
Fine, let's play for it. Rock, paper, scissors.
Why don't we just do one and then the other? What the f-
Damn it!
Yeah.
2 out of 3.
Out of the question. I'll climb the mountain, you face the crones.
Hardly a challenge.
They're extremely dangerous. Be careful.
Yeah, what? I mean, hardly
Me
a
too.
challenge. Or we're not going to go deal with the old lady? Be like, hey.
I must get down there.
All right.
Oh, hell. I guess I must jump.
All right. The dive into the save. What? Game. I'm just too good. Oh my god. The game just does not, was like, no, we don't want you to do it. Oh man. That was great. Times, good times. Alright. Hello, old crone. Well. Bubble, bubble.
How was he? He lived a life of love and knew no bitterness. Yum, yum.
Great, Ciri. Exactly, Blackheart. Nice job. You can't sneak up on him. I don't want to do that. Let's just fight him directly. That's a good idea. Hello, crones.
Welcome, child of the Elder Blood. We knew you would return. Your taste lingers on our tongues.
You've talked enough.
You will die here now.
not going well. Whoop, 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 this is bad.
You will die here now.
Now. Let me try that one more time. I got one more time before I have to give way. What is the ultimate with Ciri? I don't remember fighting much with Ciri. I mean, I fought in the cutscene, but that mostly was a lot of dodging. You have to go all the way to the top? Really? Alright, let's go with that. These are boss battles, yeah.
Welcome. We knew you.
You've talked enough.
Ow.
Naughty, naughty girl. You will die here now. You will die tonight. Naughty, naughty girl.
Not her.
Naughty, naughty girl.
I need to stay away from them. Oh, you son of a... All right.
You will die here now.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. What? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, son of a... What is this? I cast it as a sign? I'm not going to do the whole thing. I just want to see if I can do that one thing. I love how she's like, that's not a challenge. Really? That's not a challenge? I wasn't trying to. I was trying to run away, actually, is what I was trying to do. Yeah. But skip.
We knew you.
You've talked.
Oh, that, huh? I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
You die tonight.
The other thing is that it's not breakable. Oh, crap.
Naughty girl!
That's pretty sweet.
You die tonight.
Okay.
Naughty girl!
All right, one down. All right, hang on there. Oh shoot! That attack that she uses. Son of a... Oh, son of a... Ah! Damn it! Ah! She just is so squishy. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to do that next time. Because I gotta give way to Blackheart. Damn it! She's so freaking squishy. Oh, I wanted to get that fight. I mean... No, it was... No. It was not about risking it. That had nothing to do with me, Rhiannon. The problem is the attack that she does is so incredibly strong that it takes off like 3/4 of my health. So... That's the problem. But no, I didn't play that wrong. It's just I have to it definitely helped to have that sort of ultimate. Although honestly, the ultimate is not, it's useful because it keeps you from getting hit while you're hitting them, but it doesn't do a lot of extra damage, honestly. And yes, clearly she should not have been so dismissive of the Crones. That is definitely the case. But regardless of any of that. All right, folks. Well, it is time for me to get out of here. In fact, I'm getting off a little bit late. I apologize unreservedly, Blackheart. I hope you will forgive me. I was trying to get through some damn Crones. Some Crones! I mean, I like fighting with her because it's a different experience, but quite honestly, like, it's such a different fighting style from Geralt that it kind of is a little bit not easy always to figure out. So, yeah. So, sorry about that, man. I was like, come on, you could do it. But that's okay. Next time we will take care of that. And that will not be this week, but next week. Because next week We have D&D with GOG, Storm King's Thunder. And then the week after that, we will have more of this on Pen and Pixel. So yeah, Blackheart will remember this. But I got to get on out of here. This was a great time. I really enjoyed myself today. Man, that cutscene was epic. It was really, really good, the Battle for Kaer Morhen. So I enjoyed it thoroughly. I had a great time, and I hope you folks enjoyed it as well. And we will get through this and keep forward. It will be good in the end. If you like what you saw and heard, please follow us here on GOG.com. Please check out as well. Please subscribe to us here, and please think about clicking through to our individual channels and stuff like that, where we have Patreons and all that kind of good stuff. But now stick around for Blackheart, who is going to be with you for Spelunky, a game that I'm pretty sure he has played before, but we're going to be continuing further with this. So make sure you stick around for him, and I will catch all of you lovely people next Tuesday for D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder, and then the week after we will get rid of the damn crones with Syria happening as well. But that's it for me. Thanks everyone. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch all of you other people. I'll be back, by the way, later on this evening on my own channel playing some Apollo Justice Ace Attorney with my voice acting team, but that'll be later down the road, so check it out if you can. For right now, stick around for Blackheart. Thanks everybody, much love, see you soon, be good to each other, and stay healthy. Bye for now.